very disciplined. He sticks to his own game plan. He doesn't sidetrack from it. Yes, you might want to see him bite down his gum shield a little bit more and really try and go for the dramatic finish, but why make this sport any easier than you have to?
Well, like you just said there, I think you meant why make this sport harder than you have to. Sonny Edwards always says this. You know, why take risks?
Exactly.
If you're so far ahead in a fight, why take risks? And I think we saw that in the Naras fight.
About there, you know,
just before we carry on, is Ben to bring in Josh Taylor for the final time today. Here he is, our MC.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a man who headlines at the First Direct Arena this weekend in his quest to settle the score. He's a former World Boxing Super Series winner and a former undisputed super lightweight champion of the world. 20 fights, 19 wins, with 13 big wins inside the distance from Scotland. The Talent Tornado, Josh Taylor.
Yeah, like I said, you want to make this game as easy as you can. Why make it any more difficult than you have to? And that's what Jack does so well.
Well, I am certainly excited. Here is Josh Taylor, the Tartan Tornado, my favourite Commonwealth Games gold medalist. I've been saving these up, Darren.
You haven't, You're pulling them out. But one thing I will say is it just showed you how much I've achieved.
Oh, yeah. Well, do you know what? It's a compliment. It is a compliment.
There is,
that list is long. That list is long of what you don't quite reach the top of in many cases. But here he is, Josh Taylor, just going through his paces here. Give us a little chance to have a look at him. Former WBC, WBA, WBO, IBF and Ring Magazine undisputed super lightweight champion of the world. Although your resume was good, Darren, that's not a terrible one either, is it?
Oh, it surpasses mine tenfold. I mean, what a fighter, what he's achieved is remarkable. It really is. Incredible achievements, but he's a very good fighter. You know, you look at his fight going back to pro grade. What a fight that was! I worked that night. It was special. The Ramirez performance. I mean, class. I mean, he has been proven at the top, the highest level, and that's what confidence he will take into this fight, knowing that, you know, in his words, an off night. But you can call back on those experiences and say, look, do you know what I mean? This is the kind of fighter I am. This is the level that I fought at. And if I can get it right on the night, I should be winning this fight. But it's you know, I've gone one way than the other. It really is a pick and fight.
Just one fight, of course, since the first fight with Jack. That was a points decision loss to Teofimo Lopez in June last year at Madison Square Garden. But he tells us he's fit, ready, inactivity isn't a problem. This, of course, his second fight with Joe McNally and Declan O'Rourke. You can see Joe McNally, who might be getting in the ring in just a moment. Certainly Joe has done something to upset Jack Catterall. Anyway,
something's happened there.
Something's happened. Be good to get Joe on and ask him what happened there. But this is second fight out of the Rotunda ABC in Liverpool. And as we said earlier, Joe McNally believes he felt both Josh and Jack underperformed in that first fight. But he's predicting his man, Josh Taylor, to win what he's described a landslide points victory on Saturday.
Oh, I don't know if anyone is winning this by a landslide. You know, I can see pros and cons for both, but one thing is for sure, for me, Josh Taylor has to be aggressive and try and set the tempo like we've already touched on. Jack Catterall, he's certainly not lazy, but he works very, very well, and I think it's important to try and dictate the pace when you're fighting Jack Catterall, but in doing so, you've got to be careful that you're not walking onto that lovely left hand, and certainly that lead right hand, that jab of his, which he has so much variation with. Hook, jab to the body, hook to the body. So, yes, he's got to be aggressive. I think a lot of non-punching activity, feinting with the hands and the feet, try and draw out that jab from Catterall, then jump in when you counters. He's got the ability to do it. He's got speed in abundance with hand, foot, reactions. A very, very special fighter. How much is left?
Well, that is the question, isn't it? That is the question that keeps getting posed. But again, it goes back to our argument earlier.